One of my commenters suggested that by Revelations 2, Claire has regained her badass status. Really? This is your badass, everyone? A girl who has the strength to survive biohazard after biohazard as if it's a regular day in the office. A girl who can fire weapons, solve puzzles, kill monsters, do all of the TerraSave work, but who does not have the strength to come to terms with Steve's death. A girl who 13 years after the death of a guy that she knew only for one day, who died confessing his love for her, can't even audibly say his name? Look, just before Claire opens her eyes, she actually tries to say something, but it's not audible. I can't lip read, but perhaps she said Steve, or she said something with a V or an F in it as the last syllable. She did this non-audible speech in Code Veronica as well. No, people, this is objectively a broken woman who has not put herself back together yet. And in overall Resident Evil lore, notice Leon talks about Ada in the ending of Resident Evil 4. Chris talks about Pierce's sacrifice in Death Island. Jill Valentine talks about her nightmare and working with Wesker under his influence in Death Island. Sherry Birkin talks about Raccoon City in Resident Evil 6 to Jake Mueller. Even Sheva in Resident Evil 5 talks about her traumatic past. Even Moira Burton told Claire about her traumatic childhood incident because Claire acknowledges it in Revelations 2. When Steve died, Claire was seen crying harder than any of the main protagonists, meaning that it definitely traumatized her. To all you Resident Evil Claire Redfield so-called fans who still think she's a badass, answer this question. When everyone else manages to talk about their traumatic incidents in their past related to biohazards, why is Claire the only one who can't even mention his name, let alone talk about him? People, I understand, okay? Steve and Claire barely knew each other. How could they fall in love with each other? But this is the unifying explanation that accounts for all of Claire's strange behaviors. Without this, the only other explanation is that Claire Redfield, who survived two biohazards, is an absolute idiot, is gullible, and is a coward.